Hello there. How y'all doing? So it is Friday night, and I was getting ready to do a glue page in my book because I wanted to do a glue page. And while I was finishing up doing the pulling of images, I saw a video on my feed that was Angela at Junk Journal Junction. And she did a video several hours ago this day on her 1 to 6 picks challenge. And I'm a part of that with her as of last week. And so this is week 4, she said. And she had the pick number of 3 when she rolled her dice. And the 3 objects that we need to use, or the 3 things we need to incorporate this week, is going to be glass, moon, and tissue. Glass, moon, and tissue. You get to use those 3 things any kind of way you want in your spread, on your journal, however you want to do it. So it just so happened that I have a tissue, right? But it just so happened that while I was pulling pages, I saw this page, and I wanted to use this in my glue book that I was using, my own glue book that I've been working in for a while. And I said, man, that's broken glass. I can use that. So I'm going to try and use this. I also have a glass that I had cut out as well. And I wasn't sure how I was going to use it with moon and tissue. I started looking back through my pages and my magazines. I didn't find any moon. But I did find this. I found this page here. And when I found this page, I said, well, maybe we'll just put a moon up there. So I'm not sure, but this is definitely like junk journalish, right? It's got all of this type of torn book page, and this kind of thing makes me think it says self-care or something like that. Maybe it doesn't, but that's kind of where I was with it. So I'm going to try and use these 2 pages and this piece of tissue and a piece of this tape. Since I don't have a moon, I'm going to make a moon with this. So that's what I'm going to do. I have not put my booklet together yet, but these are the 2 pages that I created last week when I started this challenge with her. And I wrote up the top like that 1, 2, 6 picks challenge. And I said, I think you messed that up. But I said, it's fine. I don't care. I still like it. So I got that. And I didn't put it together yet. This was my first page that I made. We had to use a barcode, a snowman, and a square. So that was last week. And this week, I'm going to be using, I think, this dark page here, because I have all of my pages pulled. I just didn't put them down on paper. So this is what I'm going to try and do right now. Let me get my glue page. Oh, so I made this glue page with some paper bag, just glued it all together, and I used this to glue on. So I'm going to try and cut this down just a little bit. I wish I had that paper cutter. I didn't even pull that thing out. Let me see if I can get that real fast. Let me see. I did not even pull it out because I was not thinking about it. And that's why I didn't pull it out. But I saw it. Oh, hold on, guys. I'm coming. I have to move some stuff around for a minute. Oh, I just saw that paper cutter. Let me see. If it's not in this bottom one, I'm just going to use my good old scissors and let that be that, because I didn't think to pull it out. It's not in that one either. Alright, so we're not going to worry about it. I wanted to kind of see if I could get it straight, but I can't worry about it right now. So I'm just going to move this, and I keep telling myself to pull this stuff out of, let me try to line this up. I'm going to try to line it up with this little cut right here and try and give it a middle. Put this bag by the table line crack and put this here some kind of way. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to do it like this. Okay? And then I'm just going to pull a little bit off on each side. Because I want to cut it, but I don't know if it's going to cut through my bag. Maybe if I just give it a light little something. Alright. Probably still cut my bag. Doesn't feel like it, but we got that little piece off. Alright, and we want to do that over here. I don't know if it's even, but we're going to just go with it. Because I know all this is uneven, and I was just trying to make it so that it fits on that page good. Why is this flipped up like this? Okay, let's try to get this going, because I don't want my bag to be messed up and I need to make another one, okay? So we try to keep this intact the best we can. All right, so now we're going to go this way, and that's kind of lined up with that blue a little bit. I don't know if that's even or not, though. Okay, let's see. All right, let's try it. Go slow, don't press too hard. All right, one more. All right, let's see. Oh, good. Okay, now I think it's probably going to be okay. I think it's okay. Now, we got to cut a little bit off the bottom because we got to leave room for at the top. Or should I cut the top and leave the bottom? Because that's so junk journalish. But I need the sky. You see how this right here where this boy is, or this man, maybe that's a female. I don't know what's happening. It looks like it could be a female now that I'm closer. Okay? Looks like chest here. With, you know what I'm saying? So, but I see these lights like this. So it looks like sky, and it could, listen, let me just go ahead and put the moon there, because I don't really know if it is or it isn't, but I'm using this piece of tape to make a moon. Okay, just a piece of masking tape. Doesn't have to be perfect, just needs to look like a moon. And that might be it. Let's see. Let's turn it a little bit more around. If we can get it a little more rounded. All right. And a little bit over here torn. We'll pull that off. And let's see what we got. Maybe a little bit off this little piece. Make it not so pointed. And that might work. That might work. Maybe it's too big. I'm going to put it right here. I'll put it right there. That's going to be our moon. Okay, we're using that as the moon. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this glue on here. I shouldn't use that because that will make the paper all wrinkled. And I can't stand when it does that, when it's, this kind of thing that you have to see the whole picture. All right, let's see. Gotta put enough glue on there so it'll hold though, because it don't typically hold real good to the glue stick. It'll dry and it'll peel right up. When you think it's down, it'll be puckering, and the next thing you know, you'll be needing some wet glue because it didn't hold. All right, so just come on here, go up and down a few more times. All right, I got it all to the edge, and there's no paper going to be over there, but that's just how we, focus on getting it done all the way to the edge. So I'm not going to put this all the way up the top because I know I have to put the holes in there. At the same time, I didn't want to lose so much of the words at the bottom of the page. All right, so we got that. Got our little moon up there. All right, good. Now that's that. Now, I had an idea that was coming to mind. Let me cut this off of here to get rid of that bottom. Let's see how we can get that off. Not too hard. Okay, now we should have that. It's not cut. I tried, but it didn't get it all the way. Let's try again. Okay, now we have this. I should have rubbed it while it was over here to try and make it stick more. Flatten it out some. Okay, and this is a piece of coffee dyed paper, so that's okay. We got that. All right, put the glue on for a second, the top, and we have this. Now, this page here, I was not sure, do I want to cut this and take the top or the bottom? So I think I'm going to cut it right above her tie for her apron. Like that. And maybe I'll save that for, and I was thinking about just this piece because I could use part of it, or I could use this part. I'm not sure what to do with it. Okay, so let me just try this, because maybe this is where I need to go with it. I'm not sure. But I've already started it, so we have to finish this way. I knew I couldn't use the entire image because it's too long, and I don't want it to use up the whole bottom of this. I want that to still remain. So what is white right there? Something's white in my phone. I'm not sure what it is. Now these scissors can get all the way from the tip of a thing. All right, so we're going to get that off and try not to cut her fingers off. I can't hardly see. I have to look kind of at an angle because the glare, and then I need to be changing the strength of my reader glasses. I can see good, but up to the detail and fine things is a challenge. But because I can see everything else, I don't change them. All right, so now we have that. And what I'm thinking is maybe in her mind, she still recalls this. And that's what I was thinking about. And then all these other things. You know how we have a million things on our mind? A million things. And I was thinking, maybe, how can I do it? I was thinking, maybe take that piece and just get a piece of it. Maybe a piece of it. And we can still use it for something else. Okay, that's what's going to happen. Let's put them to the side, and then we'll just use a piece of this. Just a piece of it. Like so. Maybe take that off too. Okay. Let us get a piece of it and let's put it down in here. I think that's cool. I think that looks cool because that's the, okay, she sees all this broken glass and she remembers why she's looking at it. You know, she's upset right now because the whole thing was just, you know, frustrated and just, you know, more than she wanted to deal with at that time. But, you know, that's how it happens sometimes. We just don't always get, you know, some kind of notice when things are going on. It's just random, seem like, and sometimes it's coming back to back, and we're trying to figure out, well, what in the world? And so I think that's might be what was going on with her. So we're just going to help her out right here. We'll put a little ink on here, and she's going to recall what happened and what was going on. This brown is not really doing this any justice. Let me see where the black is, because I think it'll look good. I mean, it's all right like that a little bit, but I think the black will make it a little more, just a little bit more. Yeah, just a little bit more around the edge. So how was your Valentine's Day? Did you do anything fun? That's kind of what I was pulling my images for out of my book. I was going to do a live for Valentine's Day. But then when I saw Angela, a live glue page, that is. When I saw her video show up in my feed when I was scrolling, taking a little brain break from looking through all the magazines I had looked through, I said, oh, okay, I need to do that then. And I said, well, maybe I'll do that tomorrow. And I said, no, we only do that tomorrow when we couldn't do it today. So we put off what we wanted to do. And I was like, well, today is Valentine's Day. It's only going to be Valentine's Day today. And I said, well, you either going to stay up and do a live after you do this, or you're not going to do one for Valentine's Day because you have a commitment, and your commitment is to share in the 1, 2, 6 Picks Challenge. And that's what we're doing. So we're working on this. And we're not mad about it. We're okay. Okay? We're okay with it. Now let me see. Do I want to add a little bit of that black just around here too? Just around here too, a little bit. Just to keep all of it, not so torn out of a magazine like. And maybe I should even round that a little bit. I ain't sure if I should, but I did. Okay, just a wee bit. Add a little bit of this just around the edges. There's already some around there because of the shadow that they have in the cutout itself. All right, now I don't want to grunge the plate too much. Just a little bit. Okay, I think that's good. Yes, right there. Just like that. All right. Okay, now that's pretty cool. Look at that. This, do you see what's happening there? I'm telling you, I gotta get one of these lights out. I tried to do it. I got my step stool right here, but I couldn't reach it, and I didn't want to go get the whole ladder, so it's just kind of there. I add some of this brown ink to this moon so that it just has a little bit of, just a little something that makes it a little bit darker. This is so cool. Wow, that's so cool. And I can see that a little bit, but I'm going to use this. My white acrylic paint is not here, but I have this. And I just want to let me see if I can use something that can help me. Because this stuff dries so fast, I don't want it to mess up my brush. It dries so fast. All right, because this, I don't want to put too much in here. Yes. It's pretty cool. Let's see. A little bit of this whiteout. People say, you got whiteout? Who used whiteout? I still use whiteout sometimes, as you can see. Okay, that's a little bit too much. It's a little bit too much, but it's okay. We can come together with something here. Let's see. Just to put a little bit of something up in there a little bit. and that's okay. And for the one that has a little bit too much, we'll put a little bit of ink on it so it's not too much, okay? Just, yep, darken it up a little bit, and you can still see it. And it just gives, it gives star. It gives, you know, galaxy. Okay? Now, okay, so now what I wanted to do, that is so cool. Man, I be loving how God helps me to make this stuff come together, because I be like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm telling you, it be happening a little bit for me real slow, and I be glad because it's real and I love it. All right, so now I have that, and what I was thinking was, I don't know if this will be big enough. It might be too small, but I'm going to try. Let me see. Oh, here's a bigger piece, which is better. All right, so I have this, and I'm going to try and cut this in a rounded way, like that, and come down here. Like that. Wow. I'm just saying, I don't even know. It just came to me like this, and I wasn't sure if that was the move or not, but I'm just saying that I didn't know what I was going to do, y'all. I was just like, let's get the glue stick. Don't use that. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to use this. But I had already pulled that one image with that broken glass. And I started looking, and I was like, okay, well, maybe this is a moon. And now she has a teardrop. So cool. And I have this, and I want to use some of it. Let's make sure it's open. I don't want to use too much because I want it to dry. Wow, so cool. So cool. All right, let's see. You gotta pop this thing out of here. It's like a stopper or something. And I didn't pour my, what you call those things, those, it's like a plier, but it's over there in that bin. And I ain't poured them things out either. So let me see something. If I rip all my nails up and everything. Got it. Got it. See that? It's so pretty. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit of that on here. And it can run off. It's okay. And then I want to put some up in the galaxy where I put the white at. Okay. And I think it would just be so cool if I could get just a small thingy of a teardrop down low. Like it already dripped and fell off of her face here. Let's shake it down. Okay. All right. I'm trying to make it a little bit thick so that when it dries, it'll still be like raised. And you can tell. Yes. Yes, that's so cool. Golly. Love it. Okay, now I want to tap that back in. And put this back in here. Because I don't know when I'm going to use it again, and I don't want it to get air hard or something. That is very, very cool. So this is, I don't know if y'all can see it. I hate this extra bulb. Okay, I don't know if you can see it. I can see it a little bit. And then that big teardrop is right there, like that. And then I want to get some, where's my tissue? Right here. And I just wanted a small piece of this tissue. Just a small piece. And this is 2-ply. We don't need 2. We just need 1 piece of it. All right, let's separate in here. And then we'll tear off these corners so that it's all looking the same way. And then we'll do this. We'll put this here just so she has a piece of tissue. We will imagine her hand being somewhere. Should we have it there? Let's see. Should we have it there? Or should we have it here? Yes, we should have it there. We should have it there at the bottom because you can't see her hand or her arm, but that does not mean that she is not holding this tissue. Okay? And I need a little bit of this glue so that I can put this inside so it can not puff up and get away from the page, but still have some, yes. Okay, and that's where we're going to leave that at, right there on the edge of the page. And that's going to be our page for week 4. I'm writing that on here so I can remember what it was. So this is week 4, week 4. And we needed moon, tissue, and that could be tissue paper, however you could use it, tissue and broken glass. No, it was just glass, not broken. You could use any kind of glass, a vase, a drinking glass, anything. Okay, and that is our page. So again, we have our moon. We made it from piece of masking tape. We have tissue, and we have broken glass. And so this silhouette is her looking back and thinking about the time when she was so upset and why she was upset And what was the result of her anger, her letting go emotionally in that moment? And then all of these people, she remembers when they were having these types of situations. Okay? Family crises and situations, and how they overcame. And this baby grew up, and things changed. And that's what happens. Things change and it gets better. And sometimes we are here and we're trying to figure it out, trying to figure it out. And this one is reaching down into, what maybe what did mom do when her situation was like this? It could be her herself reaching back. I don't know. I'm just using my imagination for how the page looks to me, and just giving some fun thoughts and some real life scenarios for the page. I think it turned out lovely, and I hope that you enjoyed it and that you will take time to comment and let me know what you think of it. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, that you might consider subscribing to it. And I thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. This is really cool. I know you can't really see this glitter, but it is there, and it is very pretty. It is very pretty. So I'll just give you one more look. Very nice. So thanks for watching, guys. I will see you soon. I appreciate your support. Thanks. Have a great weekend, and I might see you in a little bit. I might do a live tonight, but I might not. So either way, peace and blessings.